Saw him jumping through. Bomb picked back up, but where are you going to go with it, Fallen? Nade on a smoke, and Falcons utility has just been masterful on this CT side. Furia nowhere to go, nowhere to hide.
Odyssey's looking into this position. Shadow helps him out. And it's a multi-kill to close out of Falcons duo, Monacy and Nico. Everyone stepping up right now for the Falcons. For Furia, it's one rifle round in that entire first half.
It's a game.
Let's get ready to DoorDash! I don't believe what I'm seeing. Full contact delivery right there. Hellos, nachos, mi amiga. Oh, call it official. Say hello to his little wing. Let the ramen. I hope he added extra napkins to his order. He's got this fight in the bag. When the bell rings, it's time to DoorDash.
Tonight, CM Punk, Roman Reigns.
For the World Heavyweight Championship.
Greatness demands an answer. Stream WrestleMania 42 on the ESPN app with the ESPN Unlimited plan.
At Apartments.com, we go above and beyond to make renting easier on every single level. Giving renters detailed guides on the neighborhood level, apartment community level, and unit level, allowing you to see the exact unit that you're going to be living in. But we didn't stop there. We've got renting down to the
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
I was cleaning the bathroom every single day until I found cat recipes used to stop inappropriate urination. Took her to the vet thinking UTI, test came back negative. Spent $200 in vet visits, they still mark it.
BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going.
Then I noticed something weird. This lady who
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Please don't try to entertain your cats with cover stones. They fix my cats to be outside the box. There are plenty of stress and fear for this. Russian cat pheromones that say this territory is safe for everyone. No one tomorrow works well.
The opportunity this is decided for the Brazilian squad.
From the gun, running back on the move. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Knights. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the
Mondesi, 2v4.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
In this site, the tunnels might be nice, but I think he just got the spot there, yeah, shot the back of the ball. It's 50-50, so a highlight rule.
After B came into this looking good. Tap for Mondesi, they're closing in. Oh, the ace clutch.
Dropping back, it's Buckmeyer. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Got it in the middle of stop. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Working that left side. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. BYU with the 1st and 10.
Nico, 2 here, ready to face him on the
first
jump
down.
out to catwalk.
Looking left. Makes a connection. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Ooh, that's a tap and a half out of Mondesi.
Wants to
Don't take
throw
this
it.
fight, it's not worth it.
Going
It's the
for
best
6.
guy in the round.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really close to play with great timing. The field is so strong. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Into this clutch. Some well-played
He wants to take the top off. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. He scampers out of bounds right at the 19-yard line, and man, are they set up.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Looking for a man. It's Buckmeyer. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Using his legs, it's smart. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Ryan. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down the runaway, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Rush is on him. And they can't make the connection.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeyer. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
What a disappointment. No good. And after the first quarter miss, guys, we're still tied up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback to take a breath and exhale.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Nixon. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The Knights will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Touch pass on the wide. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Jackson will throw. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The give from the gun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Murphy. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Had a a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Leaves him with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
To the air. It's Bachmeyer. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. On the ground, it's Martin. Here we go. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're going to ride this running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run.
Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, BYU. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll try to pop the draw. And he's stopped by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Farmer. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Nixon. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on 2nd down. Still looking on the move. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, the quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Jackson will throw. Quickly complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to keep it in the air. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down, and you don't see the defense splitting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Bachmeyer. Got his man quickly. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st
drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Hard running there. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
The give out of the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Good catch in the middle. It's smart.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hagan. Down to the 30-yard line where he's stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Now the UCF offense ready to go
Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Jackson gonna throw it. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in recent weeks, reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Snagged in the middle. It's Farmer. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Hands it off. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Give to the running back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
The Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Burke. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the...
Touchdown Knights! They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Gets it to him on the screen. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
From the gun, the ground game. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And the Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bachmeyer. Fires to the big fella. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, BYU! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Nixon. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to get it.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Jackson will throw. Grab near the marker. It's Farmer. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Knights are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. the ground with the back. Still running at the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the high hand. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense looks like they're coming. Jackson gonna throw it. Gonna try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is gonna win every time. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Under fire. Smart move to get down with the slide. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Dead center perfect. And here in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
There was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's a draw. Breaks into the open. Will be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Cougar! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
So now it's 2nd and long. Jackson will throw. With the catch, it's Montgomery. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Lutz. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Knights with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Knights, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, had put quite a drive together. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Knights didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Jackson gonna throw it. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. UCF. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Tries to get it on the ground. And a short run there, and that'll end it. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tie ball game right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team to stay in focus, understand it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand